So, if you're gay nation, you're probably aware of the latest super stinker that has everyone outraged over on Twitter. And if you haven't seen it, let me bring you up to speed on the lore. So, this is the tweet in question that has everyone cooking the OP as though he were James Charles being caught red-handed in the kiddie pool or something. So let me read you the tweet. Perks of being connected to other high-profile Gaysians include them notifying you of when your ex desperately slides into their not safe for work Twitter DMs asking to smash. Now, people are mad because the OP is referring to himself as high profile, which, people are interpreting as he is insinuating himself as being someone who is important or, really hot, the hot shit, who's popular, that kind of stuff. And I get it. I get why they see that. But honestly, when I first read this tweet, I just read it as someone who is saying that they are well established and well connected in the community. And he's just saying that one of the perks of being friends with someone who is, well connected is that when his ex tries to slide into their DMs, he knows about it. And I think inherently, I don't think there's anything really wrong with that statement. Honestly, I take more offense with the fact that the OP seems to be clowning on his ex for just trying to get connected with other people. But, that's another bag of worms. And that is not what people are mad about. People are so offended because they immediately thought that this OP was trying to brag about himself. And you know what? Maybe he was. I don't know the guy. But I just found it super interesting how we all assumed the worst out of this guy and just leapt to this conclusion. Like everyone on Twitter were steaming his hams. They put him in the burn book, man. They were acting as though they caught him red-handed trying to put his name in the goblet of fire, which I think actually highlights a much larger issue at play. Because I think we all had that experience where we ourselves are, interested in someone else who is popular and well known in the gay community. And, when we try to interact with that person does not reciprocate our feelings or just completely ignores us or, maybe is an asshole about it. And we get hurt over that, which is why we all react so viscerally and in such a hostile manner when we see someone who is trying to uphold that social hierarchy and, be that popular Gaysian. We remember that hurt that we felt and then we lash out, which highlights an even larger problem as a whole. We do a very poor job of letting people who we personally do not find attractive, we do a very poor job of letting those people feel safe and comfortable and respected in our community. And this is not me blaming the hot people either. Because I get it. Because honestly, let's face it, 9 out of 10 times when a gay person tries to approach you, it's because they're attracted to you or they want something physical from you, aka sex. And it's and it's awkward for anyone to try to navigate that feeling where you're trying to let someone down easily. And I can only imagine for people who are cream of the crop, so to speak, who, are conventionally attractive, it must be difficult to be constantly bombarded with those kinds of requests, and they must be desensitized to it. And because they're super desensitized, I'm sure they can come off as being kind of standoffish or just asshole-ish. And this is not me trying to defend that either. There is always a nicer way to do things, and of course there are genuine assholes and narcissists and condescending people in the gay community, yes, of course. But my point is, we have built our community to be all about looks. We chase people because of their looks, we turn people down because of their looks, we want to meet up with people because of their looks. And because of all of that, we have created a social, elitist, gossip girl, Regina George classist system that we are all affected by and that we perpetuate. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel as though I'm also a part of the problem. When someone whom I don't personally find attractive tries to slide into my DMs or message me on Grindr, it's just very easy for me to just ignore them. And this becomes a problem because for gays, meeting people online is one of the only ways we can meet other gays. So when the majority of gay interactions are online, where you can just immediately block someone in a blink of an eye without any communication, where you can just ignore someone to infinity without any consequence, we are creating a toxic environment that breeds entitlement. The kind of entitlement that we all shame. We basically created our own worst nightmares. And look, I'm not blaming anyone. It's not anyone's fault, really. We've all been dealt this hand that we've been given, and we're all just trying our best to navigate that. It's not anyone's fault. But even so, there still must be something that we can do, right? We need to find out a better way for gays to interact with each other online where it's not all about looks, where things are not sexualized, where things are neutral. Because let's face it, the only avenues in which gay people can interact and meet other gay people are through highly sexualized environments. I mean, the only gay apps that we have for meeting other gays are literally just hookup apps. Our main gay app is called Grindr. you know? And then besides those hookup apps, what else do we have? We have gay bars, gay clubs, raves. And again, all of those are super sexualized environments. People are walking around half naked and, you know, we're ogling on each other's bodies all the time. So yeah, I try not to blame anyone for being the way that they are in the gay community because we've collectively created it. We created this environment that breeds entitlement, an environment that just craves sex and looks. Of course, this does not excuse anyone's behavior. I'm not saying that you can't call them out when people are being delulu. I mean, go ahead if they are. But I think it's just a small symptom of a larger problem that we collectively should try to deal with. Like, we as a community need something better than what we currently have. And I'm not sure what that something better is at the moment, but I know we need something. And yeah, like, I don't know, like just seeing people melt down over this Twitter post just got me thinking, and just I needed to exercise my thoughts out here online. I think that's all I really had to say. Like, personally, I don't believe that the original poster wanted to imply that he was a super cream of the crop type of gay. I can see why it reads that way though. And I just think the outrage is just symptomatic of larger issues that we have in the gay community. And I wish I had a solution to all of that, but I don't. So I just wanted to air out my thoughts. So yeah, that's all I had to say for now. Thanks. Bye.